Hello, this is Joseph Carlson, and this is episode 112 of Gaming with Grief, and I'm calling this episode Morkredd with the Wife. But let me remind you guys, this podcast will hit my website, www.gamingwithgrief.com, Monday morning at 7 a.m. Please go there and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the show. Or you can subscribe to me on iTunes or the Google Play Store if you're an Android user. Leave me the shares, the likes, subscribes, the stars, all that kind of stuff, the ratings. It'd be great. Or you can drop me an email at gwgpodfellows@gmail.com, or you can find me on Twitter at justlittlejoe. So this is just a really quick introduction because my wife is running an errand right now. But very soon we are going to talk about Morkredd, which is a game that is on Xbox Game Pass that is about a 6-hour game. We thought we were going to play a little bit of it, but we ended up completing the game, and it is strange, and we're going to talk about it on the podcast. It has been a long time since my wife and I have actually sat down and played a game and really enjoyed it from start to finish. So this is very new and different for us. Usually we pick up games all the time. We don't finish them. Maybe we'll play a few hours here and there. That really wasn't for me. I don't know if it's really my type of game. You know what? Go ahead. She's really big into Stardew Valley. I have dabbled my toe into Stardew Valley, but that's not really my thing. She loves horror games. I don't really play horror games, but she'll come in and watch me playing an MMO or something and just kind of roll her eyes. It's not really her thing. So again, we thought we were just going to play a little bit of this game, but we sat down and played a lot of it. So yeah, after a little little break, we'll come back and we'll both talk about what we thought about the game. So there you go. Bye. Hey, we're back.
Yay, we're back. Well, he's back.
We're both back.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, in the intro I just told everybody what we did. We played Morkredd, which I had to look up several times. In fact, in one of the reviews I read after we beat it, they misspelled it in their review. So at the end, they left it. But it is a strange game. You played Limbo before, right?
Yeah, but Limbo seems to make more sense.
I mean, I haven't played Limbo, so I wouldn't. Yeah, this game is really odd. Basically, it is an isometric view, like controlled camera, where you are playing a silhouette, either male or female, and you are basically pushing around a giant orb of light, and shadow kills you. Yes. So if you're in the shadow, you instantly die. The load times are really quick, though, with that. You would just spawn right there where you died, basically. And then you could hit checkpoints, which I thought were pretty generous, right?
Yes, the checkpoints were good.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you could see them in the distance, which was nice. So you could be like, all we got to do is get past this one puzzle. Mm-hmm. We'll get to the checkpoint.
I would like to add that not only does shadow in general kill you, but your shadow on your teammate kills them.
Right. So if your shadow shifts around to touch your teammate, it will kill them.
So you're constantly having to, maneuver around. And
you can't move behind them. That's but this game is pretty abstract. So you're pushing this orb of light around, solving puzzles. I thought the puzzles were actually pretty good.
Yeah, I did too.
And I kind of started out by saying that it was something we thought we'd play a little bit of, but we ended up finishing it.
Yeah.
So it's about like a 4 to 5 hour game, probably.
It kind of just buzzed by, except for like towards the end.
One thing I think was really cool, the small quality of life thing, is if you hit the pause menu, they had a progress percentage.
Yeah, I did like that.
So you knew I'm 50% through the game, I'm whatever. And we just kept incrementally getting up. And it felt good. You're like, and then especially the end, which was kind of frustrating. We don't really want to give away the end. You're basically in this underground, like, architectural stone city, and you keep going up. So you go to different biomes, that's all I'll say. And the last biome is pretty insane. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to give anything away. And the ending, I definitely want to look up some YouTube videos because it's very ambiguous.
I agree. I really think I need to go look that up as well because I did not understand.
No, I didn't get it.
Very, very, very abstract.
Yeah,
for an ending.
really creepy parts too.
Which I was telling my husband that it reminds me of the evil within in sort of some of the really strange abstract pieces.
Yeah, I never played, but that's on Game Pass. Which, by the way, to bring up this game is on Game Pass. I think I said that in the intro, but I just wanted to say that. So if you have Game Pass, you really are just out to 5 or 6, the 4 to 5 hours to play it. We had a couple of you can play it single player, and I did that for maybe 30 minutes before Carla downloaded it, and you have to play couch co-op. You can't hook up with people online. But I think that's the preferred way to play it. because if you play it single player, you control one character with the left joystick and another character with the right toggle stick, and so it gets the pat your head, rub your belly type thing. Mm-hmm. And some of those puzzles in the end, when you and I were doing them, you get an achievement for completing the game solo, but if you can do that, hats off to you, because I don't understand how anybody can.
I don't understand either.
Right, and there's some achievements there's DLC, which you can download for free, which I don't think I'll download, but I did see some screenshots that the developers put out, and you can change the orb. So some people change it to a 20-sided dice, or some people change it to a big eyeball, which seems weird.
Well, I guess that kind of fits.
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
weird. Some eyeball themes in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's really unique. I like the fact that there is a lot of communication, so if you play like Overcooked or anything like that, it gives me those vibes of like, go do this, go do that. No, go left, try this.
Yes.
What if we did this? What if we did that?
You definitely want to make sure you get along with whoever you're playing with.
Yeah, or you might not at the end.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games, again, you're only out 4 or 5 hours, and you... yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's a good... Yeah, like Carla said, she goes, we haven't done this in a while. We're ready to sit down and play a game for a day. I mean, nothing was really going on today. So, again, we wanted to play this for a few hours, and then time just kept ticking on, and then it was like, we're almost done. Let's finish this. And so we did.
You kind of get to that part, like, back in your childhood days where you're just like, I need to finish this. This is going to happen. I'm going to finish this no matter what. Yeah,
I was actually going to include that in a future podcast about the mental effects of like finishing something, because there is kind of that great feeling like when you finish a book
satisfying.
Or a movie, you're like, I finished it. Like a movie, not so much, because it's only most movies are only an hour and a half, but something big like a book or like a game, like massive time chunks, it's like such a good feeling to be like, oh man, I did that, and I was getting major vibes off that. And again, this is so abstract. It's hard to talk about this game because I don't want to give anything away. It does go to some pretty weird places though, but I enjoy it because it kind of sneaks up on you, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at some endings online.
I got to do
and
that
try to
well.
find out what that. So I mean, we played that, we enjoyed it, but you started playing just for a little bit. That you were trying out a new game. You played that Dark Crystal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Strategy.
I'd rather have it, kind of like I don't know, like a regular RPG.
Yeah.
This is, you have to coordinate your moves in the environment, space by space.
You can only move so many tiles, you can only do so many things.
And I don't enjoy that.
Right. Well, for me, and I've told you this before, I really enjoy just trying something new every once in a while. Like,
yeah, I tried it.
I got Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch, and I'm not a JRPG person, but it was on sale. I did like the art style, and they added a full symphonic score to the game. And so it has this kind of grand... I enjoy it, And there's this great quality of life thing, which I wish more games would do, which is when you stop playing it, it remembers where you got to in Dragon Quest 11. And it says, last time we left our heroes, here's what happened. So I think I took a big break between it, and then I started playing it again, and it was like, here's where you left off. I was like, that's right. Okay, now I know what to do. Because we've all done that where we set something down, and then months later, we will, we'll try to pick it back up, and we just won't remember.
It's very disorienting.
Yeah, it's really
unless
bad.
you're constantly playing it.
Yeah, it was. Another thing though that you did was we were still playing Dark Alliance together.
Yes.
We need to play with Marty again.
Yes.
But you picked up Dritz.
I did, he's fantastic because he's very fast.
He's very fast.
Yes.
So even with the button lag, you don't notice it with him.
No. And your stability.
Oh, your stamina?
Or stamina is pretty stable.
It is. It is pretty good. I did notice, I went online and read some stuff with how to regen your stamina. Apparently, if you do some random combos, it's completely random. If the enemies drop a green shard and you pick it up, not only does your stamina refill, but your max stamina gets maxed back out again. And if you drink a stamina potion, which I just purchased, then it will go back up.
Yeah, with him, I notice it doesn't. It's okay.
Yeah, you're fine for the whole mission, which is weird.
Other characters,
because you're a DPS character and you're constantly using your stamina. And I fire 4 arrows and you're out, bro.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
It's weird. It seems to be there's more balance. There was some patches that went through, so hopefully they fixed that. I tried Bruner. I did enjoy him. He was good. He is very slow, and he's very timing based. With the button lag, you really have to take that into account when you're attacking people.
That's why I switched.
Well, yeah.
That just drives me crazy.
Well, you were playing Wolfguard, though, right?
Oh, Wolfguard drove me crazy.
Yeah. Martin texted me and said that he loves Wolfguard, so maybe that's...
Oh, good.
I don't mind Bruner, but I definitely realized it's about timing and picking your shots and using your shield, and I was trying to pick the wrong difficulty level for what I was doing. So I was jacking up the difficulty level when I was like level 1, and I was trying to do something that was like level 4, and I was just getting beat.
Yeah.
So,
probably should adjust that.
Right. And there's been, I will say, I've said it before on the podcast, but going through, you and I this morning went through Xbox Game Pass. We both have Game Pass. That is an amazing resource.
It is.
Because,
if you want to just try something.
Yeah, she tried the Age of Resistance, the Dark...
I did try the first Fables, but I just can't get into that.
Yeah, you might like the second one.
I'll try it, but the first one, maybe it's just because it's so dated.
Yeah, that could be it. It'll probably run smooth, though. But yeah, there was another one called Monster Sanctuary that I was recommended. It's like a 16-bit side-scroller with like Pokemon elements, and I watched a trailer for it, and it looks really interesting. And so, again, that's not really my cup of tea, like a JRPG style game. There's also Crosscode, which is another one. Again, these are all part of Game Pass. Yeah. So I'm really just out my time trying to play these as opposed to spending money and not really enjoying the game, you know? So, sorry, our dog is... Apparently we're talking to each other and that upsets our dog. So, I'm trying to think of what else. Weren't you playing... You were playing something else, right? There's something else I thought you were playing.
Well, I was playing Resident Evil again, the new one, which
is
Resident
Evil 8
by
Village.
the way.
Yeah, you really like that. Yeah,
it has everything I like.
And then once you beat it, you unlock infinite ammo for the shotgun,
which is amazing.
Yeah,
because I love that shotgun because I
use it all the time.
I maxed it out with everything.
But it isn't. I noticed it isn't obviously a win button. Like you do actually have to. You know, you can still die, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But it is nice having unlimited ammo.
That's amazing.
But I think it does other things if you beat it again. Like there's several things that it. Like
I'm sure, and I just enjoy playing it.
I think you get a rocket launcher again or something.
Oh, that was great.
Because I think the more you, I mean, obviously the more you play it, the faster it is.
You don't get as much rocket launcher ammo.
Right.
You know, obviously, but it is very satisfying
ammo?
when you hit something with that.
Right. Yeah. Of course. It's like the #1 gamer thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, actually, too, as a side note, this is weird, but I think a few months ago on the podcast, I tried playing Catan on the Nintendo Switch, and it was not good. I got stuck in the tutorial. It was okay, but I didn't really like it. Well, last night, Carla and I went to some friends. We had dinner with them. Everybody was vaxxed. And we played Catan, the actual board game. Mm-hmm. And I think I understand Catan a little bit better now.
It was fun.
And Carla doesn't really play board games that much. And, you know, rules, you don't really like a lot of rules. And I did have that feeling even in the beginning where our hosts were describing everything. And it was like, this is going to be a lot. Mm-hmm. But I think it was more through doing where you start to get...
Well, that's how I learned.
Yeah, the repetition of the turns. Okay, now you can do this. Now you can do this. Okay, do you want to do this? And then just repeat. And then our host is like, we played a lot. Apparently it's free on Steam if you want to play the digital version. Because we don't have a lot of space. I don't want to buy a board game.
No.
Yeah, so... But yeah, I mean, I think I want to go back and try it on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. You should.
I think I'll do that.
Now we got the skills.
Now we have the skills and we understand the game now.
Yeah. I'm not like I'm super great at it, but I do have a lot more, than I did before. Which.
Yeah. It's but I mean that's it. It's the understanding of the game. Like you have more confidence to actually play it now. So yeah, that's good. So, so again, I think it'll be a short episode this week. But try Morkredd out on Xbox Game Pass. We couldn't really review it unless we did like a spoiler cast. It is very strange. It's very abstract, but it's got amazing puzzles, and it ran okay.
It did run pretty good.
Yeah, there was a couple times that it hitched, but it didn't really take away from the experience.
It does load back very quick.
Yeah, if you die, you load right there instantly, which is a good thing. And so try it out on Game Pass, and don't play it single player.
No.
Because I was getting
Not unless you really like torturing.
I think that's why I wanted to quit, and then Carla came in, and I was like, well, let's play this together, and it made it more enjoyable.
It did.
Right.
Yeah.
So definitely we have a partner, or maybe you could switch out. Maybe you get if you got a couple people you can pass controller to, all right, do that, I think. So yeah, I just want to remind you guys, this podcast will hit my website, www.gamingwithgrief.com, Monday morning at 7 a.m. Go there, let me know what you think of the show. You can subscribe to me on the Google Play Store and Apple Podcasts. Go there, leave me the stars, the likes, the reviews, stuff like that. You can write me an email at gwgpodfellows@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Twitter at JustLittleJoe. So go there and let me know what you think of the show. And kind of a short episode this week, guys, but fun. It was fun. We did a lot of stuff. Remember, try Morkredd again. It's on Game Pass. And, if you have Game Pass before you buy something, just check out Game Pass. Because I don't know how many times I've purchased something and then been like, I have that on Game Pass. It's getting harder to buy games now, actually. Because you're just like, well, let's wait for it. Like, I don't really know about that game. I'm just going to wait for it to hit Game Pass. So, I think with that, everybody, say goodbye, baby. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
I love you.
and we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.